Hey everyone, welcome to the health segment of the video tutorials. Important to know on this is there's two specific ways to get damaged. One is by Pokemon attacks, the second is through fall damage. And fall damage is more significant in a way because there's two ways to die. One is getting fall damage with the screen being on red. The second is too much fall damage. That's how you do that. I'll quit out because I don't want it to save. But at a certain height, the fall damage becomes too big to survive. And you will always die, regardless of what the state of your health is. That is important to know because there's a certain height you should be scared of, respectively. And as long as you have at least more than a frame of standing on solid ground in between kind of like sections of falling, then you will not die. There's one piece of movement that I will show you specifically that really shows that off. But let me just kind of like fall off from a lesser height. Say this plateau here. You see how I only got into this segment. Maybe if I jump, it might kill me again. I don't really have too much of a feel. I tend to just try to avoid fall damage. But you saw how that height is higher. But if I jump like this, as you can see, it didn't kill me, even though that was the second highest platform of that. I didn't even get into red, so we are good to go. And the good thing is, as long as you're not in red, you will not die from that. So I can try to repeatedly get fall damaged, but I might heal too fast. No, I don't heal too fast. I'm fast enough. So it's gonna turn red. Now any fall damage can kill me. Otherwise, there's no way to die from fall damage. So now I can survive any fall damage that isn't considered lethal. So that is something you need to keep in mind when you tend to fall down for some reason, or like when you go for certain movement strats that actually take advantage of that fact. And the other way to die, let's just, use this alpha here. You see how they're aggressive at you, and like they're gonna like do attacks that hit you. An alpha might put you to red immediately, but as long as you're not in red, there's no way to die from that. So if you hit me, now I can die to any damage. Let's just run away so that doesn't happen. But I can get hit as much as I want until I'm red, essentially. That's always the important thing. And as long as you're not spotted by a Pokemon, you will not heal. Also, you will heal faster the more you stand still. But as long as you're spotted by a Pokemon, you will not heal. That is important to keep in mind. If you are running away, really try to dodge things when you are in red and you are still being chased down. Other than that, you are pretty safe in this game. It's not too bad with damage. And as you can see, I'm full back to health. There's nothing to worry about. I can get damaged again if I want to. Although that's not my thing that I want to do. And I'm just gonna quit out. It's a bit faster because I need to go back to the village anyway. There's one strat that really takes advantage of the way fall damage is calculated. And it's better to just show you than to try to explain it. So I've mentioned that if you stand for more than a frame on solid ground, that's kind of like resetting your fall height. There's a strat in Coastlands where we can go from a wisp high up to a wisp that's pretty much directly below it. So let me just travel there. It's gonna take a moment. Just gonna use this height. There we go. Usually when you dismount off Bravery from the max height, you will die. Just like keep that in mind. But over here there is a wisp that is pretty much right above another wisp. I'll be showing that off from like kind of like outside view a little bit. Let me just fly up here. It also applies for weirdier, for a primary kind of like flying position. So you have a wisp that is right here on this location, and you have a wisp that is down there. So like, sort of like down there. And there's a way to pretty quickly go down, and I've had a position for that. Actually, last time I tried this, I failed, so I might die again. But there is a wall section that pretty much allows you to safely go down if you just run into the wall, which is possible. You can kind of scale walls a little bit aggressively when you do this. Like you see, like when I go up, you see how I get slowed down. But if I do this, I just don't slow down at all. And that is a fact we can abuse a little bit. So if I stand over here and I let myself drop, and you see how I keep on landing, and it never took fall damage. That is a huge part of the Spiritomb speedrun, where you can just abuse the fact that you're constantly landing to reset your fall height, and you will never get lethal fall damage. You'll be able to pick up the wisp that is here, and then you can move on with your run. So if you happen to somehow get like flung off a ledge or something, but like not far enough, you can try to walk into like this way where I managed to land in this little segment, and hopefully try to save yourself from getting lethal fall damage. But usually when you get flung off a cliff, you will die. So that is the health aspect of the game. I hope that's all the facets I can cover. I hope I didn't miss anything. That was you had Pokemon damage, you had fall damage, and the fact that as long as you're not in red and you don't receive lethal fall damage, there's not really a way to die. Even if alphas like hit you, at worst you're gonna go into red. You're not gonna die immediately, and that's a good thing. So as long as the scary sound isn't there, there's nothing scary about this game. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, happy speedrunning.